Look at this lighting. We're going to cover that today because if your portrait photography looks flat, there is one solution I'm going to give you today that is going to make you retake all your portrait photos. You don't need new gear, you don't need a new lens, you don't need anything. It's very simple. So if you've been shooting portrait photography for a while and all your photos look like meh, we don't want that. We want you to be creative. But you're a beginner and you want to take very nice portraits, even though they are not as creative yet, because that takes time till you develop your style. I'm going to show you how to do it. And by the end of the video, of course, I'm going to give you a bonus tip that is going to improve your portrait photography even more. So I want to talk about something specific, which is lighting. You just need one light. I don't even know how many photographers tell you that you need 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And when I first started in London, I was very overwhelmed because I was like, I don't have the freaking budget to buy 3 lights. One for me was already a lot because I was still trying to make it happen, right? With one light, I created incredible work in my home photography studio. Now it's bigger because my home in Bali is bigger, but when I was living in London, so many of you have been following me since I was living in London, I was setting up a home photography studio in my bedroom. And I was able to shoot with music artists, doing incredible self-portrait photography because I was practicing with myself. This is very underrated. I highly encourage you to practice self-portrait photography with yourself because you're going to be able to learn like crazy. Nobody is going to judge you. You don't need to post the photos. Because so many of you tell me, Laura, you're very photogenic, your photos look amazing. You don't need to post them. I post them because for me, it's my art. I express myself this way and I love doing it. You don't need to post it, but please, I highly encourage you to experiment with yourself. Stop waiting till you have a model, a collaboration to practice your skills. So this being said, I'm going to show you with myself how you don't have to do it. I'm going to correct myself. There is high key portraits that they look incredible. So if that's the look you are going for, that's totally fine. But even like that, if you are shooting high key portrait photography, you have to create contrast and you do that with one light. I'm using just one right now. Well, I'm using this one as well, but this is just decoration for the background of the YouTube video. But you just need one light. And the boring and flat way to do it is locating the light next to your camera. So the light is in front of your model. What is going to happen? That the photo is going to look like a passport photo. You need personality in your portrait photography. You can see here how I was shooting. I just put the light next to the camera and that's it. And the portraits are very normal. They are not terrible portraits. It's a good photo, let's say, but there is no creativity, there is no personality, and we don't want that for you, because if you want to make a living from your camera in the future, or maybe you are making it now, and you want to stand out with your portrait photography, you have to get creative. And I'm an expert with this because so many years shooting with one light in London when I had no budget, I've learned to work with limitations. And now I love shooting with one light. Even if I have more, I keep shooting with one because it's all I need, to be honest. So that's one look you can go for. The more boring look, let's say. The next look I want you to go for is my favorite one, and you are seeing it in today's video. Notice here my face. Like, I'm using a continuous light and you can see how beautiful it looks. Why? It looks cinematic, like we like to say, right? Because there is light here and then there is shadow here, and this creates depth in the image. It's very good for video if you record content like I do, and it's very good for photography as well. Take your key light and move it 45 degrees. The portrait is going to look incredible. Even if there is nothing else going on in the image, creatively talking, like you don't have props or you don't have an extra light, just this simple portrait looks much better than the other ones because there is depth. It gives this cinematic feeling and I think it looks incredible. Same thing, you can play with 90 degrees angle and this is gonna create even more contrast and moodiness. I'm gonna give you 2 extra tips actually. I have so many tips, but I share weekly videos on my channel, so I want to spread those videos rather than making a 2 hours long video and give everything away. So I'm gonna tell you as well, if you are shooting with moody lighting, make sure your model or yourself, if you are doing self-portraits like I do, is not smiling. It doesn't match the photo. If there is a lot of light going on in the photo and you smile, it's fine. It's a light photo, right? But you are trying to create a moody feeling when your audience or your potential clients are seeing the photo. It's actually nice to match the look and the pose with the moodiness of the photo. If you experiment with this, please tag me on Instagram because I would love to see what you create, and you are going to see that your portraits are going to improve a lot. And the bonus tip I was talking about before, it's going to fix another problem for you, because I did this when I was a beginner. I had no clue. Obviously, it takes time of practicing. So we were talking about how you move the light sideways. This is incredible to improve your photos. But many people forget that you can also angle the light. And what happens is, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I'm not always with a very good face. Like everyone else, we have under eye bags because we didn't sleep properly. I have terrible insomnia. And I have to record YouTube videos regardless. And I don't feel at my best. Lighting solves everything. So what do? When you want your model, or in this situation myself, when I want to record and look pretty for these videos, what I do is put the light towards me, like you are seeing right now. Today I don't have a very bad face, I slept well. But what I do is angle the light from the bottom up. No exaggerated, I'm doing like this for you to notice what I'm doing. But I just angle the light a little bit to feel the shadows of my skin, because under eye bags, it's literally like, how do you say? It's a bit prominent, right? So when you feel the shadows of the face, you are covering the imperfections of your models. So please try to play with this as well. Beauty photo shoots do that all the time. They use a lot of lighting on the face of the model to cover imperfections. And then the mistake would be to put it from the top down, because that's going to create raccoon eyes, as we call them. You're gonna create unwanted shadows and the model is going to look ugly, even if it's beautiful. So be very careful with this. And another thing worth to mention, I can carry on talking forever, is about natural light. I can do videos about this because I live in Bali and I think it's a beautiful place to show you examples. But if you are working with natural light, think about the sun like a studio light. If the sun is in front of the model and the light is flat, just move the model around and put the sun in one side or even behind. So lighting is everything in photography. I love talking about lighting on my channel and many other topics about photography and the creative industry, and obviously sharing with you my journey from Spain to London and London to Bali. So if we share the same passion, make sure to subscribe because I share weekly videos, and I really hope you put into practice what I showed you today, because you're going to see how much you're going to change your portrait photography. I leave it here. I will see you in the next one. Big love from Bali. Mwah.